Jump in the game, let's take a ride. Features gaming, it's time to vibe. From London town to the Roblox scene, he's the master of the gaming dream. Roblox gameplay, F1 racing, with content so amazing. But he's got a game that's one of a kind. It's SEO, the train game. We rewind. All aboard, we're heading down the track. The features gaming, there's no looking back. Roblox adventures, he takes us far and wide. Join the fun, hop on for the ride.
Is this working? Honestly, it was working 5 minutes ago. It was working 5 minutes ago. I don't know why that didn't even switch over, but as you can see, we are back with a face cam. Good audio. There's not really much else you want, to be honest, from a features gaming stream. So yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying us being back on the normal setup. The one thing I will say, Jesus Christ, my mic is loud. The one thing I will say, I don't think my EQ settings are saved. Let me just have a quick look. Yeah, my EQ settings haven't saved, so I need to get those sorted after the stream for tomorrow's stream. But yes, we are finally back with the face cam after a week, I think, at least. Is it a week? I'm not too sure. But yes, we are finally back on the normal setup. So that's working. Awesome. Yeah, for some reason, my Streamlabs plugins for my Stream Deck weren't on. So then I literally had to put them back on and made sure that they were all saved, except one of them wasn't. But I made sure it was. So, I don't know. But yes, it's 18 degrees or 16. Yeah, honestly, it's so much cooler today than it was yesterday. My goodness. But yes, obviously there wasn't any stream yesterday. I'll probably talk a bit about that, obviously, as we get onto the stream. But regardless, hello everyone. How are we doing today? Hello Southwest Level Crossings UK. Hello Crazy. Hello Roger. Hello Harry. Hello Ryan. Hello Gian. Hello Reese. Hello Peter. Hello NNC, the C2C guy. Cocomentos Gaming. HLK. GA745. Kulu, however you pronounce your name. How are you doing? Hello Bennett. Hello Johnny's Roblox Adventures. Hello Heather. Hello Trains of Britain, Infinite Play, Thomas as well, and everyone else who is in the chat. How is everyone doing today? So yes, you can see we are on, obviously, the homepage of British Railway. So yeah, let's go ahead and get onto the game, shall we? And hopefully we should be able to play some. Do I need my fan on? I don't know. You know that thing where you kind of feel hot but you don't at the same time? Do you know the feeling that I'm talking about? I kind of feel like that at the moment. Like, I'm cold but I'm hot at the same time. It just seems a bit weird. By the way, who just followed? I think it was Gian. Thank you so much for following, even though I'm not even on Twitch, but thank you anyway. Let me switch that to all. So yes. Yes, it is going to be Roblox tomorrow instead of XRS, because XRS are not racing next week. So yes, I decided to add on an extra Roblox stream. Hopefully you guys will be happy at me with that. I don't know if you will be. I don't know if you're not. That does mean though that the I believe the 12-hour Roblox stream will be on the 24th of August. Which is a Sunday. I don't know yet, though. I don't fully know. But I think that's when it's going to be. By adding in an extra Roblox stream. So, yeah. 24th of Roblox, I guess, is going to be the next 24-hour live stream. I just bloody hope that there isn't a heatwave on that day. If there is, then... We might have to do some changing, but anyway, let's go ahead and see what journey I want to do, and then obviously once I have figured out the journey, I'll send you guys the link so you guys can join. What shall we drive? We've got a Turbo Stars, obviously. Hold on, have they added in these quotation marks? Have they always been on there? I'm not too sure. I think they have. I just don't remember seeing Southwest or Southwestern Turbo here. I don't know. What shall we drive? 12 car 745. Could do that. Obviously, it was recently added in the 1.3.5 patch, wasn't it? Why not? Why not? Why not? And let's do 27. Yeah. I don't know why I sounded like an F1 car when I did that. Yeah. Some of these are like not really that long, but then they're not. You know, I don't want them to be that short either. I mean, 27 minutes. The thing is that we kind of do this. Yeah, let's just do it. Why not? Why not? Why not? You just have the pacer in BR. Oh gosh, grinding with that must be a bit of a pain. Why are my graphics so low? Jesus, turn those up. Is that all of my graphics set correctly? I think it is. Yeah. Right, let's raise the pantograph. Let's go ahead and turn off shift lock as well. Right, let me go ahead and give you guys the link, shall I? Here we go. I want sleep. Honestly, mate, me too. Right, join here. And I haven't got the link. Whoopsies. Right, now I need to copy that. Paste it in there, and off we go. Can I pin from that? I might try that in a minute. Can I pin messages? Nope, I can't. Guess I need to do that all manually. Back to the good old days. Right, here we go. On the, I was going to say on the road, but we're not really on the road. We're on the tracks, you know, aren't we? Right, right. Did I see Chelsea win Club World Cup? No. I don't really watch things like that, to be honest. The one thing I am watching is the Women's World Cup. That's pretty much it at the moment. It's back for today and possibly tomorrow. I don't know about Thursday. Because it's expected to go back up to like 25 for Thursday. And then I think there's gonna be, and then I think it's gonna be like 25 on Friday as well. And then I don't, and then it starts cooling down again on Saturday and Sunday. So I don't know. I don't know. We don't have SPAD counters on British Railway streams. They are only for SCR streams mainly. What's the best way to join on console? I have no idea. Hello, Optimistic. How you doing? Hello, Josh as well. Hello, Daniel. And everyone else as well in the chat. Right, we can speed up to 30 now. As we enter the station.
We are sorry about that.
Oh, I need to go to the end of the platform, don't I? Feels weird, you're no longer stood 3 foot in front of me. I know. It's so weird. I haven't actually talked about that yet, so I'll talk about that in the I'll talk about that, you know, as we depart the station. Why are you playing Prison Pump? I just wanted to play something, you know, something a little bit different. Kind of got into it a bit, so decided why not. Right, so to answer Optimistic's question, yes, I did meet Optimistic and Dark in real life yesterday, which honestly was awesome. It was so good to actually see them, you know, actually in person, stood in front of me, rather than through either a screen or just by audio. So yeah, it was quite nice to see them actually in person.
Welcome on board this intercity service.
So what we did is I would have kept a distance from Dark. I tried to keep a distance of him on the track, to be honest. But yeah, we basically went karting. We did a 15-minute session somewhere, which is quite nice. The thing is that I didn't know, because obviously, you know, Dark drives in real life. I thought he would have absolutely, well, you know, I thought he was literally going to be long gone, you know, when we went karting and stuff. Literally, we went through the first corner, I was already past him. And I haven't been karting for 6 years. So, oh yeah, I know it's different from car driving, but it was a little bit strange how, you know, I don't know. I think he actually defended and I went to the outside and I just gave him space going into turn 2. I think that was another part as well where we both of us went through turn 1. He literally went off, so I just switched back to him on the inside. So that was fun. I think I also nearly collided with him into the S's because I lapped him twice. It could have been 3, but I had to slow down because I was on my in lap. Yeah, that wasn't really fun. But yeah, I managed to avoid it and then send it down the inside again. Got it. So yeah. Someone actually got the lap record on that session because we were with, I think it was 4 other people, I think. So yeah, someone actually got the lap record, and I was only 9/10 off of it. And like I said, you know, I haven't been karting for 6 years, but I honestly feel like I probably could have gotten it, or you know, if I had a bit more time, or if I had like a second, you know, like a second session. But yeah, I think Dark was 6 seconds off the pace. But yeah, it was such a great session. I think I did 20 laps in the 15-minute session that we had. It was a well, it only had 1 gear. It wasn't like proper karting. It was like go-karts. I think my average speed was like 36 miles an hour or something. I think Dark's was like 29. I think the person that did get... Oh, I'm supposed to be stopping here. I think the person that... oh, wait, no, I'm not supposed to stop here. My bad. I think the person that got the fastest lap in the session, or, the lap record, I think their average lap time was... I think their average speed was 39-ish. So, yeah, about 3 miles an hour in the difference. But the thing is that as I was... obviously, doing my laps, I was kind of feeling where the car, where the cart was actually gripping up, and surprisingly, it did actually have some, decent grip. So yeah, like I said, if I maybe had like a second session, I probably could have found those, extra tenths, here and there. And then we went bowling afterwards, in an actual air-conditioned place, which is quite nice to, actually cool off from the karting. Even though I didn't actually, get that hot in, karting, to be fair. So, that was quite nice. We played with the bumpers down, which my sister usually has them up. So, I basically got the gutter twice. So, basically, rounds 1 and 2, or frames 1 and 2, I got 0, and then I picked it up, but I still came 3rd in that game overall. I think Lauren came 4th. I think did you win the first game, Optimistic? I think you won it, and then Dark came 2nd, and then On the second game, I won, despite never even getting a strike. Well, actually, I got a strike, but my first go, it was in the gutter, so it was technically counted as a spare. So, yeah. And, yeah, I won the second game. I think Dark came second, Optimistic third, and I can't remember. Yeah, you did get 2 strikes, to be fair, yeah. That was quite cool. You passed stage 1 on an application on a game. Awesome. Yeah, Optimistic was in a hoodie all day. Yeah. After bowling, I came home for, a few minutes. Just to freshen up a little bit, just grab a quick shower and stuff, have a little bit of a snack. And then we went out and did some train spotting for about, was it 2 hours? I think it was 2 hours. Because your train got delayed by like 27 minutes, I think it was. Two hours I wouldn't survive. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. $32 in the end. Yeah, I did count up all of the videos that I got. I don't know if I'll upload it as a video, because it really was that bad. No, it wasn't. Well, it was 32 including Optimistic Train, but then obviously I then went.
We will shortly be arriving at.
Oh yeah, I probably should start slowing down.
Change here for trains to. No. Change here for.
Oh, I was talking about something and then I just.
To other destinations.
Oh yeah.
Mind the gap between the train
I don't know if I will upload it as a video
edge.
because, well, I think it's pretty obvious to tell which station I was at, so I don't think I'll upload it for that reason alone. Secondly, it has quite a few shots where Optimistic's in it, and obviously I don't know what his, if he wants his face being shown. I know he probably doesn't. So yeah, like literally in the first shot, I did the train going past, and then literally 10 seconds later, it's like he rises up from the ground, like Obi-Wan Kenobi in Star Wars Episode 2. I was like, whoop.
The train now approaching platform 3 is the 20.1 regional.
And yeah, trying to edit Optimistic out of those, could have been a bit challenging, so I just kept them for personal use, to be honest.
Fleetwood. This train is formed of 4 coaches.
This is Preston Junction. Please mind the gap between
Yeah,
the train
it was
and the platform
cool.
edge. Change here for trains
Hello, Rue,
to
by the way. How you doing?
Warrington.
Welcome to the stream.
Change here for tram and bus services to other destinations. This is an intercity service.
But yeah, it
to
was
Avonhill.
it was a good day. I think Dark left when, before me and Optimistic went train spotting, I think.
Welcome on
You woke up
board
at
this
5:30
intercity
AM to
service
see a steam train.
Avonhill, calling
Why?
at Belmont Green,
Why?
Fleetwood, and Avonhill.
Yeah, both
The
ways
next
were like
station
delayed.
is
Hello, Ethan, by the way.
Belmont Green.
Yeah, I think there was there was another train that was like, I think at the end it got to like 62 minutes delayed, and I think legend has it's still delayed. Yeah, honestly, it was crazy. You woke up at 6:30. I woke up at 8:30. So we've had 5:30, 6:30, and 8:30. And 4 AM as well. Someone decided to play loud music. That's actually breaching the peace, isn't it? Technically speaking. Do I really pass Leeton? That's interesting. We woke up at 9:30. I don't really have guards on British Railway because it just takes quite long, you know, to do the journeys with them. I mean, it's not like, you know, I don't want you guys to, you know, guard me, but sometimes it can get, you know, a little bit, you know, it can just delay things a little bit. So I just honestly prefer to do, you know, the journeys by myself, to be honest. Got back home at 3. Interesting. I'll visit you another time. I don't know when, but hopefully soon. Yeah, that would be cool, to be fair. I mean, even if it's, you know, for just like 2 hours of, you know, Trainspotting again or something like that, you know, I honestly wouldn't mind that. We've got traffic ahead of us. Hello, Noble Galaxy Players. Glad to have you back. Would you ride one stop by train to do Trainspotting, though? It'll be a stretch. It would be a stretch. Most likely not. But I would say it's not out of the question. But like I said, most likely not, unfortunately. Will I play Grow a Garden one day? No. Yeah, I know, you know, yeah, you do get more variety at that station. I do agree with you, but I don't know. Grow a Garden is the worst. I don't see how anyone finds enjoyment in that game. I literally don't know. Hello, Harry, as well, by the way. And Shah Camp as well. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, it's chill, but it's boring. There was a few instances of that actually happening to us yesterday. There was a train on the platform, and then we saw a train behind it stopped at a signal. Because, you know, the train was occupying the platform. At least this line is moving though, which is it's good. I think in total you walked like 6 or 7 kilometers today. Jesus. I think I traveled that amount in karting. I think it was a 600-meter lap, so 600 times 12. Well, it's at least 6 kilometers, that. 7.2 kilometers. Ran like 2.5 kilometers of that, Jesus. But yeah, that's quite impressive. You know, I travelled 7.2 kilometres in 15 minutes in a bloody cart. Thought I was in my kitchen. Yeah, I thought I would have been today as well, even though it is super cool today. It's like 18 degrees max. You know, I thought the residual heat, you know, probably would have put me in the kitchen again tonight. But I think because we were out for pretty much the entire day, you know, yesterday, it has cooled down, you know, the house a lot. So, I guess that's nice.
We
Me
will
too.
shortly be arriving at Belmont Green.
Yeah, it's been a bit... I mean, don't get me wrong. I like doing streams in my kitchen, but it just feels a bit restrictive in a way.
The train now standing at platform 3 is the 2004 regional service to Preston Junction. Calling out.
I don't know.
Meet up. St. James.
Hello, Claire, as well, by the way.
Preston Junction.
How are you doing, and
This
welcome to
train
the
is
stream.
forward for coaches.
Is it Christmas yet? Unfortunately not, but I want Christmas weather. Because it means I can actually, you know, use my PC and not feel like, you know, I've done a complete marathon after using it.
The train
You break
now
up from
approaching
college next week.
platform
Awesome.
2
This
the
is Belmont Green.
regional service.
This is
Original
an
route would have
intercity
been 4
service to
changes, but
Avonhead.
I couldn't do it due to a line closure
This train is forward
because medical
for
emergency.
coaches.
So I had 2 extra changes and 40 minutes extra travel. I see. Hello, Robin, as well. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Oh yeah, you said it earlier. Sorry, I didn't see you there.
Welcome on
My
board this
apologies.
intercity service to Avonhill, calling at Fleetwood and Avonhill.
Right, off
next
to... Well, we don't
station
stop at
is
Roton. We
Fleetwood.
stop at Fleetwood, though, yeah. Thank you for subscribing, CH Movies. Thank you so much. Much appreciate that, mate. I'm gonna say this, and no one's gonna get it, and no one's gonna get it apart from Lauren. The next station to arrive at platform 3 will be the... I'm speeding. Will be the 2003 service to Avonhill, stopping at Fleetwood and Avonhill. This train is formed of 12 coaches. Am I right? Will be the I'm speeding.
We will shortly be arriving at Fleetwood.
Okay, either Lauren's no longer on the stream, or she's crying, or she's basically dying of laughter by now. I don't know. I feel like NPC voice so loud when announcing stations. That's the thing, yeah. You know, it's just like a, you know, it's a general voice line. And then, yeah. I left the stream, what happened? I'll have to do it again. The next train to arrive at platform 3 will be the 2003 service to Avonhill, calling at Fleetwood and Avonhill. This train is formed of 12 coaches. Where did I say nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday? Yes, thank you, CH Movies, for the subscription. By the way, that's what it sounded like. Bossed it. Hello, Charlie, as well. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Slight overshoot, but it's fine. It's fine. Where am I up to?
This is an intercity service
hello,
to
Banter 3G as well, by the way. I'm doing fine, thank you. Hope you're doing well yourself. What do you think of Jess Glyn or Gline and Jet 2? No idea. I haven't been on an airline for...
Welcome on board this intercity service to Avonhill, calling
at least
Avonhill
before 2010,
only.
I'm saying.
The next station is Avonhill, where this train
I don't even remember
terminates.
the last time it
Please
was I
ensure
even
you
went
take
on an
all your
airline.
Personal belongings with you when leaving the train.
Oh, Jess Glynn is the Jet 2 announcer. Right, that makes sense. Right, off to Avonhill now. Oh, sorry, off to Avonhill now. '90. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Thank you. What have I been up to today? I did some more work on my guarding application. Yes, optimistic. I am applying. Well, I'll try to apply for the guarding thing. I'm just getting a bit stuck on some of the questions. Well, not stuck, but, you know, like, as in, like, what to write. But, yeah. Woo! And I have also been editing this week's video as well. Hello, Ultra Matrix as well, by the way. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Well, they're not tricky, but, like... some of them make you have to think a bit. We need more SG. Well, yeah, I'm still applying for SSG. I like, you know, I'm not, you know, I'm not, you know, like resigning from SSG or anything. Yeah, that application is still valid. You know, I'm not leaving that. But yeah, you know, I might just have SGD duties as well. Is it an SCR video this week or not? Yeah, there should be. I hope I can get it edited at least for Sunday or Saturday. Oh, that's a red. I'm going to put on emergency even though I'm still probably going to spad. Yep, that's a spad. Oh well. That was much more fun than what you seem to be doing. What? As in? What do you mean? Is like, what than you or something? I don't know. Hello, Ruben and Zach. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Read my last message for a bit more context. I just went to a... Oh, you went to a concentration camp? Oh, are you doing like a history class then or something? Like a history lesson? Because if so, that would make sense. Well, if you pass SSG, I don't think you will get trained by Dweller. I don't even think you will get trained by a signaling manager anyway. It'll just be someone from the signaling department, I think.
Please ensure you take all your personal belongings with
Plus,
you
we
when
don't
leaving
even
the train.
know if you've
Change
even
here
passed
for
it, you know.
Tram and bus services
That's the
to
next
other
thing as well.
destinations. Please mind the gap between the train.
Also,
and the
I have a
platform
slight
edge.
theory on these applications, okay? I have a slight theory. Allow me to explain. In the message where they're saying, you know, if you applied for SSG, you can apply for, SGD. It says, we will sort it out internally between the SMs and the guard managers how to handle that. That actually isn't what it said a few hours ago. Because from what it sounded like when, before they edited it, it kind of sounded like that they were gonna train them both together in a way. So my theory behind it is that they're basically going to, well, not obviously both at the same time, but the results of SSG are going to be at the same time as SGD applications. So if you pass both of them, you're basically going to be trained for both of them at the same time, I think. But I don't know, though. I don't know. That's just my theory. That's my theory behind it. It's probably completely false. I mean, I know what happens, but I can't answer that. Well, yeah, obviously not.
Avonhill. Please mind the gap between the train.
Well, yeah,
and the
but I mean,
platform
like,
edge.
it'll probably be
Change
like within
here
the space
for
of like
tram
3
and
days
bus
of, the
services
results, if
to
you see
other
what I mean.
destinations. This train terminates here. Please
We can go back
ensure
to
that you
Norrington,
take
I don't
all
think
your
I will,
personal
though.
belongings with you.
Yes, I should be streaming tomorrow. It will be a Roblox stream tomorrow. So what are you doing? Are you doing the thing that Poland and Russia got sent to? Eh? What now? Will I ever stream on Twitch? I do my league races both on YouTube and Twitch. But that's pretty much it at the moment. That is pretty much it. Right, let's just see some people that are guarding. Guarding's quite fun. Jesus Christ. Why do I kind of want to do it? I mean, that was a good one. I'm tempted, guys. I am quite tempted. Is that like Cuffley to Millbridge or something? How have you done that? Oh, you've done it in a 158 / 195 or 159, sorry. Why not? Do we have any tickets to check? Is this me or is it a little bit laggy? Ah, the trains, the tickets have loaded in. Right, let's go ahead and try and get through these. Oh yeah, it's Kian. Well, hopefully with a Mr. Fetch guarding his train and not in front of him / behind him, hopefully he shouldn't be going 3 times slower than the speed limit suggests. It is the 15th of July. There's actually quite a lot of people on this train. Wow.
Between the train and the platform edge.
Are you already near the next station? I've not even done the first carriage yet. You didn't get a ticket checked yesterday. You're so lucky. I feel like every time, you know, in the past when I went to, like, London or something, you know, I always got, like, ticket checked. Well, our family did. You're so lucky. It didn't allow me to check the tickets. You guys are gonna be... If none of them have tickets, they're gonna get away with, like, £1,000 fine. Are we quite early? I think we might be. You get ticket checked, I think, once or twice this year. I see. And okay, he's going to somehow run out of fuel and move 1 mile an hour. Don't even, like... Just don't. Who collects train tickets? I do. Yeah, I actually did when I was a kid.
Welcome on board this regional service to Mill Bridge, calling out Stirling Street.
I think I even have, like, my own ticket puncture.
Forestdale,
You know, you think,
Preston
oh
Junction,
my god.
St James Park,
My own, like,
Luton,
ticket puncture
Maine,
thingamajig.
Whetstone, Abbey Road, Longbow, Russell Lane.
I think I wrecked about
Holmesford,
10 tickets with it.
Maine, Leeton, Henley Park,
Because I just kept, you know.
Elm Tree House, Northcote, and Mill Bridge.
I think they do it via
Next
stamps now,
station
don't they?
is Stirling Street.
Or just look at it, I think. You know, back in the day when they used to, you know, punch the tickets. Well, Leeton is actually quite busy. This isn't Leeton. You know what I mean? Norrington. At least it gives me time to check all of the tickets before the next station, I guess. Bit of a more of a modern train, this one. Looks to be like better seating, I'd say. Okay, for some reason the game did not want me to go through that gap, but I made it work anyway. You're very sneaky, you know, hiding there, my friend. You know, I'm surprised you didn't have an invalid ticket to try and, you know, get skipped by, you know, checking tickets. I see everyone, and you're not going to get past Mr. Ticket Inspector. I've done everyone, haven't I? Hope so. It says if you buy a National Rail ticket, it says you can exchange for a London Underground ticket. I don't know what the policy is about that sort of stuff. You know, I haven't been to London since I think it's 2019. I don't think I went in the early parts of 2020. Yeah, I think late 2019, I think, is the last time I went to London. And we didn't really go on the Underground anyway. We mostly just took, like, you know, taxis and Ubers and, you know, that sort of stuff. Never really went on the Underground. Too hot. Hello Haven Phantom and Alex as well, how are you doing today? Hello also Block Sprawl as well, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. You still have your e-tickets though? Oh yeah, they do try, you know, I think they do it online as well, to be fair. Am I going to apply for SGD at SCR? Yes. Well, I hope so. I'm waiting for my delay repay to be accepted. I scraped 30 minutes so I get 50% compensation. I see. I see. Hello Raphael as well. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. My ticket is €58 monthly but can travel anywhere in Germany. Wow. Yeah, that is quite cheap, yeah. Hello Seb.
Shortly be arriving at Sterling Street.
But it caused massive overcrowding and all of that long. Oh no, I don't know when the next WCR stream is, to be honest. It's just... The thing is that I want to play it, but I just don't want what happens on all of my WCR streams to basically occur in that stream. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I want to be able to play it and enjoy it. And I just feel like every time I try and do that, my train's just gonna derail. I don't know though. Can't you do a new format? I mean, I probably could, but I don't know. It used to be on a rota, so 1 week it'll be British Railway, the next it'll be, you know, WCR. But what I don't want to do is there be a week where I try and do, you know, a WCR stream, it doesn't work, and then have to wait like another, you know, week to then do a stream that I know will work. I mean, I could try it off on WCR and just see what happens. But I don't know. I don't know. To be fair, my ticket is also valid in Salzburg and Austria, I believe. Wow. You get, before you got your current ticket, it cost you €15 a month to travel in your city. Decent. Is this what they call first class? This does not look like first. Might have to try public or do trust server, a bit like the SCR streams. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? But you know, it's a bit hard for me to enforce rules, you know. The thing is that I know that WCR 2.0 is in development.
And the platform.
And you know, well, I say the developers, I mean, people keep telling me, you know, how much more improved it's going to be over the first version, so honestly, I'm just waiting on that, to be honest. I have been seeing what they've got planned. I can't obviously, you know, spoil anything for obvious reasons. I have seen, you know, a few sneak peeks of, you know, the new stations and things. But yeah. How many stations have I visited? I have not got a clue. Yeah, I have heard that Train Sim World 6 has apparently been announced. I kind of don't see why though, but I don't know. Like they have said it's going to be, you know, it is going to be a free game. You know, like a free upgrade if you had Train Sim World 5, but I don't know. Yeah, sometimes it takes a bit of time for the chat messages to appear. That's just how it goes, and you know, to be honest. Oh no, that was 13th, not 15th. I saw one and then something that looked like a 5 in my head, but then when I, you know, then I looked at it closer and it said, and it was like 3, and I was just like, oh yeah, I've messed that up.
The next station is Astley.
That's why you always double check your tickets, guys. I don't know how the train conductor in the Polar Express can literally punch these things behind his back and make it look like artwork. How the hell does he do that? And then serves hot chocolate. I don't get it. It'll release in September? That's... It's not that far away, to be fair. Might see if I can do a release stream, maybe. Depends. I assume there will be a paid version. You know, to get like a few, you know, better trains or whatnot. I assume, you know, there will be something. I just hope that it isn't like £100 or whatnot. Like, you know, if it's like 30, 40, yeah, it's still a, you know, it's still a bit expensive, but you know, I will do it just to stream it. Obviously, you know, there is that free upgrade if you wanted, so you know that is always an option as well. But nah. You know, the one time I was on a Thameslink train, I heard a Dweller video being played. I'm surprised no one's played a Features Gaming video on a train before. Actually, I think someone said, and I was just like, okay, so play the all aboard video music and just turn it up max volume and get everyone in the carriage dancing to it. Just have everyone in the train doing the baby. Could you imagine? Like a whole train carriage just doing the baby dance. That's cool though. Train Sim World 5 was £40 at release, I think. Yeah. Say no more. Yeah, I think it might be a bit of money going out the drain, you know, going down the drain. But yeah, I just hope it's good. I'm doing that the next time I go on a train. Oh my days. It'll probably end up being like next week or something. Do it the next time you come to visit me. Whenever that'll be, yeah, I don't know. Earliest?
Welcome on board.
Like the you know, the bare minimum of early. So likelihood 5%, and I'm not even joking. Probably like, you know, September, like after the summer holidays. But obviously I don't know what your plans are. You know, with like university or whatnot. Other than that, probably next year is really the only other option. I don't know. But like I said, you know, that's earliest and most convenient for me, you know. Like I said, you know, the likelihood is like 5%. It will most likely be next summer, to be honest. I mean, if it could be September, you know, then great, but I really don't think it will be.
Be arriving at Forestdale.
Optimistic can't wait a year. I'm sure he can. I mean, how long were we waiting to do what we did yesterday? Was it like 3 months or something? Yeah, 3 months. Funny enough, we were actually, you know, started to discuss it on a British Railway stream. You're sending me to Greenland in 2 weeks. Oh yes, please do. I want to get out of this heat wave. It's funny because we were like, yeah, highly unlikely, yeah, it happened. But yeah, I think I was surprised that, you know, my mum was actually, you know, quite calm with it, to be honest. I mean, we have made a lot of progress this year in terms of, you know, like getting back to semi-normality, you know, since the pandemic. So, I don't know, you know, maybe it's just that, you know, like, I'll put it this way. If it wasn't for you and Doc coming down, I probably would not have done karting or bowling. I think it's just because you two came down, you know, we actually, you know, kind of, you know, just tried to see if we were okay with it. Like, you saw, you know, we just took anti-bac everywhere. But, you know, it's just one of those things, you know, you just don't know until you try, really. And, you know, like I said, you know, just try to, you know, take as, you know, as much safety precaution as possible whilst, you know, still trying to, you know, maintain some fun. And yeah, when we've done things before, you know, this, you know, we haven't gotten ill, so I guess that's good. I can't go to visit you. I mean, I don't exactly know where it is that you know, live.
We will shortly be arriving at Freston.
But, you know,
change here.
I can't come down to you, especially on my own.
Change here for tram and bus services to other destinations. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Well, yeah, I know you did, but, you know, like I said, I haven't been on a train for like 6 years. I think, honestly, I went to, well, I think I've been on a train. What's the terminology? Is it later or earlier? But I was last on a train, then car, then a car. But the thing is that, you know, I just have, you know, I just don't feel safe traveling on my own. You know, especially to, you know, things like that. Like if it was honestly, you know, probably, you know, just going to, you know, to and from London or something, you know, and not really going anywhere in London, you know, to like another train station or, you know, whatnot, then maybe. But, you know, in terms of like, you know, actually going to like a, you know, another place that I'm not really that familiar with, and then just trying to, you know, travel around by myself, it's when, you know, it gets a bit uncomfortable for me, because I just want to always be reassured that I'm going the right way.
Calling at St James Park, Leeton, Merrion, Whetstone, Abbey Road, Longbow, Russell Lane, Broomfield, Merrion, Leeton, Henley Park, Fortis Green, Elm Tree.
The Barabadabatsu people released a new song called Mosquito. Oh god, is that song trending again?
James Park.
Sona. Yeah, I was singing that song every time I went into the bathroom over the previous few days, because it literally was a sauna in there. You know, it was that humid that it literally was a sauna. And the thing is that I've made jokes about saunas before when I've never actually been in one. Obviously, I went to, or, you know, back in 2018, I went to a gym for like the first time, and I actually sat in a sauna. It was hot in there. Optimistic will still be alright, but for me, it was hot, especially after going into like a cold swimming pool before as well. Jesus Christ. And I think from there, I started to know when people say the phrase, it's like a sauna in there. Like, I never realized what they, you know, what they were actually referring to until I went into a sauna. And I was just like, yep, right you are. Because you could just come down to London from your place and I could take you the rest of the way, obviously, if you wanted. I just don't know. I mean, I don't even feel safe going on trains regardless, you know, in the first place. I honestly really don't know. Are you going to get the music disc? I want to. I just don't know how to. Well, I know how to get it, but I don't know how to spawn in a chicken jockey. The easiest way. Hello, Petru Brad as well. By the way, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Kian, on a scale of 1 to 10, how would you rate my guarding skills? Say in YouTube chat, because I'm not reading game chat.
Welcome on board this regional service to
If you're even watching, that is.
The next station is Leeton.
I mean, it's the same with meeting people. Once you do it, you'll regain your confidence. Yeah, but I just feel like with trains, it's a bit of, you know, it's a bit of hit or miss, because, you know, it's not like you're always traveling with the same people, if that makes sense. So it's sort of like it's always going to be different regardless. But I guess that's kind of the same with karting and bowling, really. But I don't know. I mean, just going train spotting, you know, was a bit of a scary-ish moment. But I felt more like, funnily enough, the activity, you know, the activities that we did yesterday, I felt the safest activity I felt doing was train spotting, because, you know, we're outside, you know, it's very open, it's very spacious, you know, very ventilated.
Trainspotting, Ashdean, Avonhill, Belmont Green, Norrington,
I don't know.
Victoria Docks.
I could take you train spotting to see a steam train, lol. I'm not waking up at 5:30 a.m. or whatever it was someone said before. Absolutely not. You don't see me verbal until like at least 11 a.m. It's not the worst on the way back. It's just listening to Spotify with headphones, and it is very whatever it is. There's one thing I like about Spotify and one thing that I don't. Because I use both Spotify and YouTube Music. I kind of use them, you know, 50-50. I think I use Spotify more, but I don't at the same time. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. I like Spotify because I can play my song and then obviously turn my phone off. But the thing is with Spotify is that I don't have Spotify Premium. So I get ads every 5 minutes. And it can be quite annoying. But, you know, when I'm just traveling places, you know, I just have to live with it pretty much. With YouTube Music, I don't get many ads. But you can't turn your phone off for that. Unless you had, you know, YouTube Premium.
Calling at Miriam, Whetstone,
So yeah, I'd say...
Russell Lane, Broomfield, Miriam, Leeton, Henley
Because on my laptop, I basically install you know, a modification to Spotify. It's called Spicify. I don't know if there's a way to get it on phone, but it basically allows me to have my own sort of version of, you know, Spotify, you know, Premium or whatever it is, Spotify Plus, on my laptop, you know, so I can play my songs in the, you know, the order of the playlist or shuffle them and things like that and not have any ads, you know, depending on, you know, what add-ons I get for it. Completely free as well, by the way, you know, completely free. But, you know, with YouTube Music, I feel like that's a bit more better in a sort of sense that, you know, I can play that in order or on a shuffle thing. But obviously, I then can't turn my phone off. You know, I have to have my phone on. And like I said, unless, you know, I get something like, you know, YouTube Premium. Yeah, it's just a bit... Which one do I do? Spotify for sure has the easiest interface. I think YouTube, you know, Music is a bit more advanced, but it's still easy to understand. I just don't know, really. I really don't. Is there any reason why you're giving me a disco, Kian? Hello, Finland Ball. I don't know why, but I glanced over at my chat and I thought that said Fireball for a second. I was just like, what? Yeah, like I was saying, you know, Spotify. Oh, it's raining. Oh, classic British weather. I don't know what the pricing of both, you know, apps are. You know, say, you know, is Spotify cheaper than YouTube Premium? But at the same time, YouTube Premium, or, you know, YouTube Premium is, that's on every YouTube site. So, you know, you get YouTube videos uninterrupted as well. And that is what... You know, that is what I would find more money out of, because, you know, I watch a lot of YouTube in my free time, you know, and not having to have any ads is just amazing, you know. Ads can be very annoying at times, because honestly, the only ads I get at the moment is... Oh, you know, I don't have enough money to pay this. Oh, just download it. You know, just download this app that gives you free money. I don't believe in that stuff. You know, quite clearly. You know, there has to be some sort of catch with those games, because there's just no way that they'll just give out free money, like, at all. You know, there has to be at least some sort of catch to that. But at the same time, or, you know, just adds on their own games. It's not, you know, as well. You know, that's how they make their money as well. But, you know, I just don't believe in that stuff. But, you know, when you see the same game, like, it's the same actors as well. Like, I'm fairly sure I've seen 3 different games being advertised, and they've been the same actors and actresses. It's just beyond ridiculous. But yeah, like, it just gets annoying when you see the same ads over and over again. I just want to know how someone makes, how someone makes a Subway. I don't want to sit through 3 minutes of someone talking about an ad that they can't afford the Subway, and then having to, download an app that gives you free cash, and then you can't pay for the Subway. You know what I mean? Guess the YouTuber I'm talking about as well. Obviously, you know, as content creators, we have no control over what ads get, over what ads get shown on our videos. You know, all we do is just enable monetization and just see what is put on. Mostly, we don't have any control over the ads. Timu isn't. When did I say when did I say I was watching Timu? I said Subway. Starts with an M. Thank you for subscribing, DK Brands, by the way. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. Massively appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Timu has a channel, I just searched it up. Oh my god. Well, no, it wasn't Timu, okay then. It wasn't Timu. No, when has Markiplier done a Subway video?
We will shortly be arriving at Abbey Road. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
I think he literally owns, like... I think he owns the Subway. Is it really that hard? Good evening to you to Express Transportation. Crazy might have an idea. Honestly, it's like, as an optimistic, yesterday we tried to, yes, Millard. Come on. Yeah, it was like, as an optimistic, yesterday, we were trying to, we were effectively playing Hangman to, try and get optimistic. We never actually played it. I don't actually know his name. I'm pretty sure he's told me before, but I can't remember it. Obviously, I roughly knew Dark's real name. Never really, said him by his real name though. Mainly just called him by his obviously, Dark, as we usually do on Discord and stuff. And he, Optimistic was the same, for bowling it was Dark, Optimistic, Fetch, and then obviously my sister Sally Tiara. So yeah. I like the 2 to 3 minute stories of his Subway. Yeah, I mean, they're quite relaxed.
Millbridge, calling at Longbow, Russell Lane, Broomfield.
Yeah, I don't actually know. Well, I can't remember Optimistic's real name.
Elm
Like I said, he probably has told me before, but
and
I
Mill
can't remember
Bridge.
it
The next station is
off the top of my head. But yeah, I kind of roughly knew Dark from, you know, whenever he's like donated on PayPal or something, you know, because obviously it comes up with the real name and stuff. Obviously, you know, they knew both mine and, you know, Lauren's name. Hello, Adam McGee, by the way. How are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Timo had 585,000 subs, probably all bots.
we will shortly be
Probably.
Longbow.
Wouldn't surprise me, to be honest. Would not surprise me in the slightest. Did you know Southwest Trains had Class 171 before the Class 158 on diesel routes? No. Thing is with me, even... Am I going to have to go up the train? I mean, I know I like, you know... I know I'm into trains, but the thing is that I'm not into like trains as like history or, you know, things like that, you know, where they've originated from, you know, things like that. Like, I just like seeing trains go past the station. Like, I'm not really into trains in terms of, you know, knowing their history and, you know, they're actually, you know, they're technically, Fetch, sort out your words. Know their technical name, you know, such as, you know, 170 being a turbo star or 801 being a Zuma, you know, that's just, I just know that. You know what I mean? I don't really care, really. At the end of the day, it's a train, it does its, you know, it does its job. I just want to see it go through a station, to be honest. I honestly couldn't really care about anything else.
On board this regional service to Mill Bridge. The next station is Russell Lane.
We've got 33 likes on this stream, right? Hold on. We have 32. Mine says 32. 24 people watching though. That's pretty. That's decent. Hello, Lisa Trainspotting. I'm going to Blackpool Pleasure Beach tomorrow. Nice. I'll be riding the big one. Have fun. Have fun. You think I should react to SquadFam's new video? It's pretty good. How many more stops have we got? We'll try and do it at the end of Keen's thing then.
We will
33 max.
shortly be
No.
arriving
No.
Watley Castle.
Wait. I said you weren't riding the big one. Oh, okay. Wherever you decide to go on, have fun. Or even if you're not even going on rides, I hope you just enjoy the day. Yep, I know SSB Ninja. Trained me on the he did the driver training thing when I did that guest to guard video speedrun. At least I think it was the driver one. And he sorted out one of my tickets as well. So he's in my department and he's a Max Verstappen fan. Well, if I pass S, you know, if I apply for SGD and pass it, I'm going to be having words with them. I'll be having serious... You guys didn't see that because of my face cam. I really wish you were seeing that, but a passenger literally came in through that door. When is Cash coming back from the dead? I don't know. But he's Dutch.
Regional service to
True,
Bridge.
yeah. Have you seen the clip from the 2024 Dutch GP press conference where Max was asked if he prefers Supermax or do Max Verstappen? I think he said he didn't like either of them. He definitely didn't like Supermax, I know that.
We will shortly be arriving at Broomfield.
Do you want to know something you'll like? Sure. Who in the guarding or just who in the supervising department is a Hamilton fan? Heard they played after he won the World Drivers' Championship in 2021. I know the Pit Stop Boys. I know they released a new song. You know, a new Supermax, you know, song. Savage DMing on SEL watches F1 and despite yes, I'll be watching every F1 race with him. Already best mates, and you know we haven't even, you know. Wait, we're supposed to be stopping here. This is a request stop, isn't it? Oh, it's Marion. Lol. Wait, no, that's not right. Where are we? Broomfield, that's it. Marion's the next one, isn't it? Where did I think this is Marion? Get in the train, fetch. There you go. I've never heard of that. Angie. I don't even know how you say that. I've never heard of that, unfortunately. He's sung and danced to Supermax after winning. Well, yeah, I mean, in the height of the moment, you probably, you know, would sing to anything. I'll definitely not sing to Let It Go, though, if I ever won anything.
The next step.
But, yeah. I know as much as you know about BR updates. Even though I'm a content creator on the BR Discord, I don't know anything more than you guys do. Remember no face cam? Yep. Looks like Kean's giving us another disco again. Thank you, Liam, for subscribing. Thank you so much. Much appreciate that, mate. Oh, one more sub and we get 23,560 subs. That'd be cool. Party train, literally. someone subscribes, Fetch will be happy. Crazy, I think you've got someone talking to you in... Is that Dutch? I think it's Dutch. That's Dutch, thought it was. Hello Leah Rex as well, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you are having a good day today. Hey! 23,560! Woo! Oh, it's the Dutch national anthem. Oh, I just thought it... I honestly, whenever I hear the Dutch national anthem, I just think Christmas song. You know, just like a Christmas carol, you know. Thank you, Express Transportation, as well, by the way, for subscribing. Thank you so much. Yeah, please don't tell me that whenever you hear the first part of that song, it just sounds like a Christmas song. It literally sounds like... Oh, what's the song? Away... No, not Away in a Manger. I mean, sort of. It just sounds like a Christmas song. But honestly, my depression in 2023 for F1 just hit rock bottom. As long as it wasn't Max Verstappen and I wasn't hearing the Dutch national anthem, I was happy. Like, I was happy, you know, for you know, for Sainz to win, you know, in Singapore, because, you know, it wasn't the Dutch national anthem. Yeah, I know they made an F1 movie. I think they actually posted a timeline of the actual, like, movie. Honestly, when I looked at it, for a blockbuster movie, it didn't look that complex. I mean, it looked complex. I mean, it would certainly take me, you know, a few days to edit something like that, you know, with how many, you know, with how much footage that they had. But to say it's a blockbuster movie, I think it only has something like 15 visual tracks. Like, that's not many. So, unless it was literally just compiling finalized footage into one, and not, you know, all of the stuff to, you know, that they needed to do, you know, pre-production. What are you deleting already? Wow. But yeah. Oh yeah, Perez, you know, hearing the Mexican national anthem, yeah, true. Yes, we are watching SquadFam's new video. Are you too old to Roblox? No. You can play Roblox at any age. You know, there's no legal age on Roblox. You know, they're literally making 17 plus games or something, you know.
This regional service to Millbridge, calling at Henley Park, Fortis Green.
I like when Merc wins because I hear my national anthem. Yeah, that's true, yeah. Well, after, you know, the British national anthem, usually. Yeah, I think someone made, wasn't it like you know, a Spotify playlist of like the 2023 F1 outro, and it was the Dutch national anthem, and then it was the Austrian national anthem, and then it was the F1 outro song. It was just a bit, yeah. And then I took it and I made the English one. Like, you know, every time Mercedes won one or something. So I literally have the German national anthem on one of my Spotify playlists, and I'm not joking. Hello, ZTGB as well. Rizzy played a game where we can spy on what games people have played on. Interesting. Kind of sounds a bit breaching privacy, you know, statistics though. So I spied on yours. Fair.
We will shortly be arriving at Henley Park. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
Is that game even legal? Yeah, like that's what I'm thinking. Like, isn't that breaching privacy a little bit? I don't know. You have to be so careful nowadays, you know, about these things of privacy, because it is a pretty, you know, big thing, to be fair. Especially, you know, with, you know, the world that we live in at the moment. I played 1,200 games. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, F first. There we go. I've got so many coins by doing this. I think I started on like 1,500 coins as I started the stream, and now I'm like 2,145. Favorite train in BR? Probably the 755. It accelerates and brakes quickly. Or maybe the 745 because it's 12 cars, but I don't know. You can't do, you know, you can't do cuffly to cuffly in that one. Yeah. I mean, it was 20 Dutch national anthems and 22 Austrian national anthems in 2023. Jeez. I don't accept people on Roblox who I don't know IRL, trust heavily, or collab with.
On board this regional service to Millbridge.
Hello, Seb Welch, like streams. I think I've already said hello to you, though, to be fair. Did you know BR has a weekly item? I've heard of it, yeah. Well, I hear that they do it. Because obviously there was 2 for the Dutch GP. And 2 for the... Oh, right, yeah. Yeah, it's the... I mean, the thing is that, yes, I know the friend limit is 1,000 now, but I still have over 1,000, you know, from, you know, requests, so, you know, it is just a little bit unfair to, you know, friends, you know, like, a few fans and then not be able to, like, friend everyone, if that makes sense, so I just want to, like, try and keep myself, you know, future-proofed, you know, which is why, you know, I don't even accept, you know, channel members. I mean, hey, I know I won't ever be getting 1,000 friend, you know, 1,000 channel members, but, you know, like, I just want to keep that option just open just in case. So, you know, it's mainly just, you know, what's the word, you know, I just want to, you know, keep with my own sort of protocol and, you know, only accept people who I know IRL or trust heavily and, you know, things like that. Just, you know, just to try and keep it fair.
Arriving at Fortis Green. Please
so, you know, people like, you know, Rizzy, you know, I collab with her. Well, I used to collab with her, you know, quite some time. So, you know, things like that. Obviously, I've got a few moderators, you know, because obviously I trust them. You know, that is why they are moderators. And, you know, I've got, you know, family, you know, you know, who I'm friends with. You know, friends as well. You know, friends from school. You know, Adam, Jonathan. I only handpick moderators now. I did do it with sort of... What's the word? I did do it with like a form before in my life. Worst decision I've ever made. Never doing that again. Who do you think the Australian curse will stop in 2026?
Calling at Northcote.
Well, the Australian curse stopped in 2022, didn't it?
Station is Elm Tree House.
Oh wait, no, they didn't race into maybe. Yeah, what was I thinking? Okay, so it's a term in F1. Whoever wins the Australian Grand Prix does not become the world champion. Last time, or it's happened ever since 2019, I think. Oh no, not that curse. Oh, I thought you meant in that curse. I don't know then. What was the other curse? I'm trying to like think of, you know, what one you want. I mean about the fact that no Australian has ever finished on the podium by getting a podium finish. 2014 would have been, but Ricardo was DSQ. Oh. Wait, where did Piastri finish that? I mean, I knew he spun, but where did he finish in the end? He was 9th. Wow. In 2002, Webber got invited to the podium even though he came 5th. How did Broken 5th? I mean, yeah, you know, maybe. Finish ahead of Hamilton. We don't talk about it. We just don't talk about it.
The next
Okay.
station is Northcote.
We're just gonna forget about the 2025 season. Okay. The only victory we'll take is, you know, Hamilton's sprint win in, you know, China. We're happy with that, and his pole. We don't really care about anything else that's happened this year. Well, I think we'll cheer. You know, I think we'll cheer on Max spinning as well out of Stoke Corner at Silverstone. Honestly, how did Bro even lose it there? Can we have some lights on, please, Kian? You don't need to like constantly turn them on and off. Just leave them on. No, I said don't flash them. Keep them on. You don't need to do that thing from like Top Gear or whatever it was. I remember about qualifying when Hamilton got P8, I just said, well, he's got his 8th like he wanted at Ferrari.
We will shortly be
That's not what he meant.
Northcote. Please mind the gap between the train and the platform edge.
That is not what he meant. I think Ferrari are probably focusing next year as well. I just have a feeling that they are cooking up something. And I just hope that, you know, I just hope that they are doing something good for that car. It is... I don't even know, to be honest. I think we're delayed quite a bit as well. We're going to Millbridge and we're currently in Northcote. I think we have probably 2 more stops. Oh, literally, the next stop is our terminating thing. Okay, cool. That's good enough for me.
Welcome on board this week.
I think I might turn on my fan. There we go.
When leaving the train.
You're waiting for Hulk's domination era. As much as I hate to say it, I think Silverstone was honestly just a one-off for Hulkenberg. Like I say, hate to say it, but it's kind of true in a way, isn't it? Hey, back to 23,560.
We will shortly be arriving at Millbridge, where this train terminates. Please ensure you take all your personal belongings with you.
I don't know what you're talking about there,
Please
Liam,
mind the gap
unfortunately.
between the train and the platform edge.
The Cyber is definitely becoming a midfield car slowly. Well, yeah, I'm not denying the fact that it's a midfield car, but I don't think he's going to be able to get into the podium again. Binotto is at Cyber, so that helps. You think? All Binotto knows is how to bottle pit stops. There we go. Right, let's get SquadFam's new video up, shall we? Let's go onto the good old YouTube. Right, here we go. Videos. 60 Pendolinos versus 1 SCR server. This could be fun. Oh, didn't he do like a... Didn't he like post about something like this, like on his server or something? I don't know. Let's watch it, shall we?
So you might know that I love working Stepford County Railway.
Has bro never heard of us climbing the SCR tower?
Thanks to the version 2.0.
Also, squad, you might need to update your default tags. You've still got SCR 1.7 as one of your tags.
One update that came out a long time ago, we can do all sorts of experiments with the Class 390 Pendolino, if you have money, and if you're a supervisor that doesn't touch grass, like me. So obviously, the best way to try and break SCR is to fill a server with the longest train in the game. Is everyone lined up against the wall? You better be.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I've actually planned this out, you see. I've made a spreadsheet of where everyone will spawn, so I assume everyone owns the Pendolino, hopefully.
There's a lot there, isn't there?
Otherwise this isn't gonna go well. 75 people is very preferred, but we're capped out on 65 people. Turns out that 60 odd people buying the Game Pass meant that at least 60,000 Robux was spent on the video. Pretty expensive if you ask me.
Yeah.
So after telling people to spawn at...
I think that is honestly probably the most expensive or the most expensive SCR video, I think. Like, if that's 60 people, that's... Well, yeah, that's a lot of money. That's 60,000 Robux. 1,000 Robux is roughly £10, so that's like £600.
the wrong depot where you can't spawn Pendolinos at. We spawned our Pendolinos in the masses, from Stepford Depot to North Shore Depot, trying to bring the server down to its knees. But not before my train ate the buffers, obviously.
SquadFam became a pengtastic.
Anyway, let's have a look
Bro, turn off the thingy-majig. The menu music.
at the signal desks. Surprisingly, Stepford Depot's a bit interesting. Alright, let's see where all the congestion is.
Oh my
Jesus
God,
Christ,
that's
that is a lot of Pendolinos on the Morgantown line.
Yeah.
Unsurprisingly, the latent area is congested, like in a public server.
I then proceeded to talk to VexSG and Pengtastic, but I was smart enough to not record the first half of that conversation, so enjoy this time lapse.
We'll pretend that never happened, and now we bring to the hot seat Pengtastic. How we doing?
Huh?
How are we feeling about this Pengtastical Pendolino experience so far?
Well, it took me a solid 10 minutes to spawn at North Shore Depot, but I finally made it out of the crib, so I'm now vibing my way into Lynn by the Sea. One thing I'm
Did anyone else see that edit?
finally made it out of the crib, so I'm now vibing my way into Lynn by the Sea. One thing I'm really worried though is if I'm going to eat the buffer, so I'm not gonna
Well,
let
yeah, I mean, there was evidence that, you know, SquadFam did that.
that happen.
Oh great, there's a waiting Pendolino at the Morgantown Triangle. That's lovely. And I've also spotted. We should look at
Honestly, I do it all the time, so...
that.
What a now.
Alright, it appears that there's now a huge queue, and my render distance is not looking well so far. That is a massive queue right there.
You know what else is massive? Low taper fade. Is that meme dead now, or is it just...
Yes, it is.
The fact that someone even put that in the chat concerns me.
You're off
This
the hot
is
seat.
so
I'm
massive.
sorry. Bye bye.
Okay, you. You.
What a respectable gentleman, honestly. So
I
now
know.
to the hot seat we now
Very.
bring Vex SG. Welcome back, Vex. I totally have this recorded. What do you think about the behaviour of our previous guest, Pengtastic?
I think we should send him to the Hague. Don't spad, don't spad, don't spad.
Don't worry, I did as well.
God, I just spatted.
It happens.
Sorry.
It's a...
Honestly, if I did join that server, I'd be spatting every single signal.
This is an amazing experience. I'm literally stuck in traffic right now towards Leighton. There's Pendolinos passing by.
West Coast and mainline experience.
Oh, exactly.
I'll just spat it again.
Oh, where you at the moment?
Morgantown Triangle.
Wait, are you going to Oh, I think.
Oh wait, no, I'm right next to your train
Hey, would you look at that?
in Hampton Hargate.
Lucky sod. I'll let you work on that, and I hope you enjoyed the hot
I'm sending Peng to where I went today. Okay.
seat. Goodbye. So far, I think this experiment
And that was more respectful than Peng.
is going rather well. We're getting some expected results. For example, my
Well, you're
ping
finally
is
driving
on
now.
300 milliseconds at the moment. I'm really loving all the ping things
300 milliseconds, that's normal for me.
in the chat right now. Got 167,000,
Wow.
3,000, 120. This is absolutely amazing. I'm not exactly sure what this experiment is supposed to achieve, but I guess it's to test the integrity of the servers of Stepford County Railway. But surprisingly, it looks like all the traffic at Leighton's cleared. So green signals for me, lads. So we kept going for a while until I felt satisfied, and of course with so many long trains on the server, you'd expect the usual suspects to pop up. The frame rate for most people couldn't get to a stable 60 FPS.
I know
Server
exactly what you're talking about. Hello, oh my... Rahim, I think. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. There were 2 trains with the same number.
The traffic at Leighton is cleared. So green signals for me, lads.
Is there?
So we
I can't see it.
kept going for a while until I felt satisfied, and of course with so many long trains on the server, you'd expect the usual suspects to pop up. The frame
Hello,
rate for
Ron, by the
most
way.
people couldn't get to a stable 60 FPS. Server ping was high for most people, and one guy even claimed 999k milliseconds.
That's over an hour, isn't it? Hey Siri, what's 999,000 ping in minutes?
Okay, I found this on the web for what's 999,000 ping in minutes. Check it out.
That did not give me my answer. $999,000. Oh wait, I need to do milliseconds, don't I? Milliseconds in or to minutes. 16 minutes. I thought that was an hour.
Although in the world of misinformation, I think it's safe to dismiss that figure. As well as plenty of flooding fun and traffic, as demonstrated by these loyal participants. But the fun wasn't over yet, because I decided to do a later bonus mission, and that was to break the unit numbering on double units. Thanks to version 2.1 and 2, double units are now numbered separately, with each individual unit within the formation having its own number. So I rounded up
Isn't
some
that
more
the same?
people, made them all drive double class 185s as a cost saving measure, and we saw the magic happen. As demonstrated by these graphics, we can see that some numbers have been duplicated, so I'm supposedly driving the exact same unit as someone else's, and etc. Nothing too special, I felt like testing it out. But now you know. So what did we learn from these experiments?
Absolutely nothing.
That more long trains means more lag? That Vex SG has total disregard for health and safety regulations?
Don't spad, don't spad, don't spad. Oh god, I just spatted.
That we
Well, again, so did SquadFam, so...
just simply enacted a server flood? That's right, we learnt nothing really new. Thanks for watching.
I knew it before we started watching the video, mate. Fair enough, to be honest. Fair enough. His upload schedule is weird. only really been 7 months since... Oh, okay. Didn't even realise that. Anyway, I think laggy and whatever else, yeah, true. It's just the normal SCR experience. Anyway, I'm going to end the stream. It's 9:30. I should have ended 30 minutes ago, so I'm going to do that now. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video, or the stream, actually. If you did, make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe as well. Obviously, tomorrow will be a Roblox stream. I hope that I can be upstairs for that. And then Thursday, again, depending on the weather and stuff, you know, I don't know. But that'll be in the afternoon, because I want to watch the England match in the evening. Friday, I don't currently yet know. I want to try and do a double stream, but it'll most likely end up just being Minecraft in the evening, because I can do that in the evening if I am to do that downstairs. And then Saturday and Sunday obviously remain the same. SCR on Saturday Saturday afternoon, and obviously Roblox being on the Sunday afternoon. But apart from that, I will go again. So once again, thank you for watching. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you did. It's free. You can always change your mind later. And I'll see you guys in the next video or stream. But until then, take care and peace out. And as always, stay fetchy.